what we've really come to understand is it's the hand action that actually drives.
If you have good hands, you know what to do with your hands. So much works back into the body, and the golfer they're empowered when they know how to use their hands properly. Gentlemen.
Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome.
Hello. Hi, from down under.
Hello from sunny Arizona.
That's good. It's sunny up there. That's super.
It's gorgeous. You know, for those, let's see, I'll speak to both people at the metric system, right? You got what is it, about 22, 23 degrees Celsius. And then the others, it's probably a beautiful 75 in Arizona. So for those of you freezing your tail off, I am sincerely sorry, but you can come visit. We'd love to have you in Arizona. I know Peter would love to see where he's at. It looks gorgeous there.
Yeah, it's about the same temperature as we got there. It's our summertime, but this is a nice golfing day today.
Beautiful. And I hope those of you watching might have a cocktail in hand. This is a margarita. Lovely, delicious.
Must be the end of your day.
It is the end of my day, my friend. It's it's 6 o'clock here, so it's margarita time.
Okay. Well, we're lunchtime here, so it's golf's on the menu.
There you go.
So we're in Chris's hands. So when everyone's arrived, it's over to Chris Beckett.
Okay, I think everyone's arrived, and I'd like to welcome everyone from around the world to this fantastic webinar with Martin and Peter. And it's all about the simple truths of the golf swing. It's a continuing series on what we did last month. And just run you through a few slides here. And basically it's separating cause and from the effects in an orthodox golf swing, what causes what to happen. What we did in webinar number 1, we learned that the hands are the source of motion in the golf swing for coordination and less body strain, why push is more important than pull when it comes to building a golf swing that delivers better control, power and consistency. We also learned that golf is a 2-target game, and the push and the direction of the push is the cause of the lag and the late hit. So moving on to this webinar, so truth number 5, where we're looking at understanding the impact zone that makes the ball fly up into the air. So take it away, gents.
Pretty important. Peter, why don't you start us off, pal?
Right. Well, impact, it's the moment of truth, they say, when the golf club hits that golf ball. To make the ball, number 1, go up in the air, it's important to realise that it's...
Sorry, Peter, your camera's shifted around, so you just need to...
Oh, right, the wind blew it.
Turned around, I think the wind has blown it.
There wasn't much.
There we go.
Beautiful. Okay.
In the middle.
Good.
Okay, so back to it. So impact, so that moment of truth when the club head hits the ball, because the golf swing is circular motion, the club's not on the ground all the way, it's coming up in an arc, and as it comes down, if it makes contact with the ball below the center, below the equator, while it goes down, the ball will spin up the club face, providing as the club head comes down, the club shaft leans forward as it makes contact versus leaning back. If it leans back, what happens is you'll either scoop the ball, get under it with no compression, or more likely you'll top it. And that's why a lot of beginning golfers, and not just beginners, but a lot of people hit thin shots and they get what we call a top shot, or they hit behind the ball because the club comes through this way and it catches it with a topping action. So at the moment of impact, and Martin's designed a club to actually promote this. We're going to get him to talk about it because that's his real forte, is to get students to build that impact zone so that when you hit the golf ball, instead of breaking down, you're encouraged to come in and lean forward the shaft. And that's where the educated hands bringing the club on the right path will promote that downward blow, number 1, and the forward lean of the shaft through impact. So it's the hands that cause this lean, educating the hands so that you're pushing thumbs down. And as you come through the golf ball, it's so important, simultaneously as the thumbs go down, the last three fingers of that lead hand curl or push the club into line and square the club face up, so that when you hit this golf ball, you're hitting it with a downward blow. And the more you go down, the more the ball climbs up that club face. It leaves on the loft plus the backspin. When you're going this way through the ball, you get much more backspin and compression. And so it goes further, flies and stays in the air, and basically you can enjoy the hit much more. So,
jumping on that bandwagon there. So this is the crazy clubs that I designed. So if I hold those up so you can see them, you can see a traditional club, the one with the dots on it. That's so my launch monitor can speak to it. But you can see how there's so much of the sole or that face removed. And why I did that, because I wanted students to understand that golf is not a scooping motion. Golf is a motion where if you understand the physics of a strike, at the moment of touch, and there's a neat product you saw that, Peter, that strike board, the divot board.
Yes.
That
I want 100 of those, please.
You know it, because if people understand that if they grip it, if they take the time to grip the golf club properly, so many good things happen. Because once you understand the push, and push is a pretty simple thing, people. So many people pull. They pull into a backswing. They pull into a fall through. But if you have a gentle push and you understand how to go thumbs down, the thumbs down part leans the shaft for you. If you lean the shaft, now you've got a stronger face. That stronger face takes your club speed and delivers more punch into the golf ball. And so when you have those conditions of functional grip and you understand how to go thumbs down and how to go with your hands through a golf ball, you get those elements that provide the most punch for your swing speed. And that's what we're looking for. We're not looking for a scooping, picking motion. We're looking for a long push motion that has a lot of structure through the strike. And it's amazing when I see the light bulb go on with a student. And I wish I could say it happens really quickly, some more than others, some immediately, some it might take a couple of lessons. But the fact is, Peter showed me something a long time ago about impact. He stood there and he pushed the club toward me and I pushed the club back at him. And then in walking, he walked around and I pushed, and I was able to sustain that push in that radius. And if you can do that with a functional grip through a strike, you can't help but compress the golf ball. And compression's the drug of golf. I'm convinced. I mean, scoring great's nice, but if you score and you struggle to score because you're helter-skelter all over the golf course, that's a little unnerving. When you compress the golf ball most of the day and it goes sort of where you want it to, that's what makes golf like the amazing drug people love.
Yes, compression's a lot better than depression, isn't it, Martin?
Oh, trust me. And I think a lot of golfers play golf. They have fun despite the depression.
Yeah. Well, it really is. It's the educated hand and that direction of hit, making sure that you're not trying to go down the line and scoop it up, but hit down and out into the golf ball. And that hand action causes the arms and the body to work. And I think a lot of golfers, if they get that correct direction of hit and the correct hand action, the hips really are cleared. So they've got that room to extend down and out through the ball. I think that's really key too.
Absolutely. So, just to go back for folks, I mean, I think most people, wouldn't you agree, Peter, that they get to the top and they pull rather than push? And this is the sickness I see in the driving range. I see a pull in the backswing that gets people too retracted. Their arms are not structured. And then I see a lot of a pull in an attempt to get the club inside, which really gets the club too steep. So in a backswing, if we have this sense of width and push, and we have this sense of going thumbs down through the strike, now you're going to have the club in its best opportunity to hit the, a compressed forward-leaning shaft, touch point or divot at and after the golf ball.
Beautiful. It's a great place to start building your golf swing, is building it from the impact zone and then working backwards or outwards.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. It's interesting today. My son plays hockey, and all winter. It's winter. It's in Phoenix, mind you, it's 75 degrees today. So he plays hockey all winter. Well, he was inspired to want to play golf yesterday, watching the Riviera, watching Tony Finau. We played a few holes. He hit it great. We played again today. He hit it not as good. Interesting, right? The second day after not playing. And it was kind of fun to watch him realize that as he hit some shots, some of them were a little picky. Then he quickly realized, how to get his push and how to have that sense of letting the body follow those educated hands, thumbs down, rather than the sense of something that isn't a push. This is clearly not a push flapping left and right. A push is an event where arms kind of get into that follow-through condition. And he picked that back up and he started to hit some really nice shots.
What we've really come to understand is it's the hand action that actually drives.
If you have good hands, you know what to do with your hands. So much works back into the body, and the golfer they're empowered when they know how to use their hands properly. Gentlemen, great to be with you. Peter, it's a pleasure, pal. Thanks for having me on.